Sometimes, the more you pull away, the more someone is drawn to you. It's almost as if you're playing a game you don't even realize you're part of, but deep down, you know that it's all just a matter of waiting for the right moment. There are moments when I wonder if you're just testing the waters or if you genuinely want to be distant. But as much as you act like you're hard to get, I can't help but feel you're just protecting something deeper inside. The silence between us speaks louder than any words could. I'm left to wonder whether you're truly playing hard to get, or if you're just guarding your heart, unsure of what to do with all this raw emotion. I can't quite figure out if you're avoiding me because you're scared of what might happen if we get closer, or if this is your way of making me chase you. Either way, it feels like a game I'm not sure I want to play. Every time you pull away, a part of me wonders if you're testing me, or maybe it's just your way of keeping control. But the truth is, I'm already all in, and no amount of games will make me turn back now. Are you really playing hard to get? Or is it just that you're afraid of letting someone in? I can't tell anymore if it's a defense mechanism or a challenge you've set for me, but I can't stop myself from wanting more. Maybe it's not about playing hard to get at all. Maybe you're just not ready to be vulnerable, and you're afraid of what might happen if you let someone see the real you. But I want to see it all. It's confusing when you're so close, yet so far away. I wonder if it's your way of testing me, or if you're genuinely uncertain. Either way, it's impossible to ignore how much I'm drawn to you. I think you're playing hard to get, but deep down, I sense that you want something more too. There's this tension between us that feels like it's holding us back, but all I want to do is break through and find out what's really there. The more you push me away, the more I feel like it's just part of a dance you're trying to control. But deep inside, I can't help but feel like you're scared to let go, scared to take the leap into something real. Are you playing hard to get, or are you just waiting for me to make the first move? Sometimes I wonder if you're testing my patience, but at the same time, I can't shake the feeling that you're hiding a side of yourself from me. It's as though we're caught in this endless back and forth. You pull away, and I chase, yet neither of us truly admits what we're feeling. It's a game of uncertainty, but I can't help but wonder if we're both too afraid to be real with each other. I'm starting to think that this whole hard to get act isn't as much of a game as it is a defense. You're protecting yourself from the very thing you desire the most, but deep down, we both know it's just a matter of time before the walls come down. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just a challenge to you. The more you play hard to get, the more intrigued I become, But I also can't help but wonder if you're playing this game because you're afraid of something more serious. Every time you pull away, I can't help but feel like it's just a test to see how much I'm willing to chase, how much I am willing to fight for something that feels so elusive yet so undeniable. I'm not sure if you're playing hard to get or if you're truly uncertain, but all I know is that the more you pull away, the more I'm drawn to you, and the more I find myself wondering what lies behind the walls you've built. Sometimes I think you're just pushing me away because you're afraid of how real this could get, but the harder you make it, the more I'm convinced that you want this just as much as I do. It's easy to assume you're playing hard to get, but sometimes I wonder if it's not about games at all. Maybe you're just testing the waters, unsure of what to do with the feelings that are slowly building up. I think you're playing hard to get. But what if you're actually testing my patience? What if you want to see if I'll keep chasing even when the path is unclear? If that's the case, you don't have to worry. I'm all in. There's this magnetic pull between us, and every time you pull away, I wonder if it's because you want me to chase you harder. But maybe it's just your way of protecting yourself from a connection that feels too intense to handle. I can't tell if you're playing hard to get or if you're just afraid of what might happen if we actually open up. Either way, I'm still here, still hoping that one day you'll let down the walls and let me in. The more you keep your distance, the more I wonder if you're testing me or if you're just too afraid to let someone in. But one thing is clear, I'm not going anywhere, no matter how hard you play. Are you playing hard to get, or are you just trying to protect yourself from something that could hurt? I'm here, waiting for you to decide if you want to let go or keep holding back. But I won't be here forever. I'm starting to think that maybe you're not playing hard to get at all. Maybe you're just afraid of falling for someone, afraid of what this could turn into. But I'm ready to take that risk if you are. It's a strange thing, wanting someone who's playing hard to get. Part of me wonders if it's the chase that excites me, or if it's the feeling that I'm one step away from something deeper, something real. Every time you push me away, I wonder if you're trying to see how much I'll fight for you. But what if it's not about that at all? What if it's just you protecting yourself, afraid of giving in to something that feels too good to be true? I know you're playing hard to get, but I can't help but think there's more to it than just a game. Maybe you're just trying to protect your heart, unsure of whether I'm the one you can trust with your feelings. It's hard to figure out if you're playing hard to get or if you're genuinely unsure of what you want. But no matter how many times you pull away, I keep coming back because something about you makes me believe this is worth it. I think you're playing hard to get, but I wonder if it's because you're scared of what might happen if we get too close. You pull away and I chase, but I can't help but wonder if you're just afraid of feeling something real. The more you keep your distance, the more I feel like it's a game. But what if it's not? What if you're just testing my commitment, testing whether I'm willing to stick around and keep chasing you no matter what? I wonder if you're really playing hard to get, or if you're just scared of what could happen if we get closer. Maybe this is your way of protecting yourself, but it feels like I'm always left waiting for you to make the next move. It feels like you're playing hard to get, but what if you're just unsure of your feelings? I can't tell whether you're pushing me away out of fear or if you're testing how much I'm willing to fight for this. The more you pull away, the more I feel like it's a challenge. But the truth is, I'm not sure if you're just playing hard to get or if you're actually struggling with your own feelings. Either way, I'm still here, waiting for you to decide. Maybe you're not playing hard to get at all. Maybe you're just waiting for me to prove that I'm willing to take the risk, to show you that I'm here for the long haul, no matter how many walls you build. I think you're playing hard to get, but I wonder if it's because you're afraid of getting hurt. The more you pull away, the more I'm convinced that you want this too, but you're just not sure if you're ready to take that step. I'm starting to think you're not playing hard to get, but are just waiting for the right person to come along and prove that they're worth the effort. Maybe that's why you're holding back. You're afraid of being let down again. I wonder if you're playing hard to get because you want to see how far I'm willing to go, or if you're just afraid of letting someone in too close. Either way, I can't help but feel that the connection between us is undeniable. Maybe you're playing hard to get, but it feels like you're testing me. You want to see how much I care, how much I'm willing to fight for this, but I can't help but feel like you're holding something back, something real.